Test test. All right, I think you can hear me good enough. Hopefully, actually there might be a lot of echo in here because it is my garage. But here's the thing. I've been gone for too long, and there's some things I need to talk about. I want to do more YouTube for sure. Like I always say, it's been months. I did do a small upload, and I don't think my schedule's gotten any better, any worse. The apartment I was living in, we moved out of, clearly. This is my garage. This is my unfinished, untapped goodness. And, sorry. So, I like it. It looks unfinished. I kind of like it. Digging it for now. We'll paint it and do some fun artwork nonsense later. There's going to be a lot of things I'm going to be into recently, and I've been studying a lot. And actually, in the next week, I'll have like 2 weeks off of work, so I need ideas of what to film. But here's why I'm talking to you now. There is something that's been going on. I have a new house. Me and Allie purchased this house like 2 months ago. So we've lived here, we're moving in, all that. Finally, I have a space to do YouTube. It's in the garage, I know. But I will try and film a lot more with YouTube and here gaming, whatever fun junk I get into. And I've been studying a lot. There's so much I've been on, like recently. I've been journaling. I have like a bad addiction with like 12 journals. And I write daily, like the stuff I'm learning all the time. And that's because like, I'm gonna accomplish a lot really soon. I'm excited about it. Like show you guys. It's been, one thing I realized is like, it's been super hard to make content because like everyone else has like amazing content and they're like, I don't know, they're like doing the miraculous things. Well, I'm like trying to get so far ahead in life that I don't realize all that I've accomplished so far. And like, the crazy thing is that like once you accomplish so much in life, it starts like compounding and building on, as long as you're diligent with it, and you build up, and like, so that's what's been happening. So just a quick refresher of what's happened since I've started YouTube. I started YouTube like years ago, and I didn't have any subscribers, and I was doing it for the heck of it and fun, and it was a great time. And that's actually like when I first started dating Ellie. I was doing YouTube, and it was so much fun, but I was terrible at it. Then I upgraded to gaming, and now I think gaming on YouTube is still like up there, but it's kind of like decreasing, sadly. I love gaming, it's awesome. And so I had a gaming setup. I still got the same janky setup from then. So if you know technology, you know it's probably super outdated. Like, I guess people use Streamlabs now, or maybe not, I don't know. That's what was coming out as I kind of stopped gaming. So I use OBS if I game, and I know that's kind of older, still around, I guess. I have no idea what's going on in gaming anymore. Besides like what's popular games, and I watch that, and I follow some YouTubers myself that play games. But back to not rambling on, what I have been up to is first, so then I started my YouTube channel. We've moved to two apartments? Yeah, 2 apartments you've seen me in. Now we're finally purchased our own house, and this is where I'll be staying. This is my stationery. There is no Lamborghini in here. My Jeep is outside, it hardly fits, you've seen that. And Allie, we have her car. Maybe one day there'll be a cool car that I can like pair in my garage, but not yet. And it's probably not gonna be a Lambo. I don't really have a need for a Lamborghini. I have 2 kids, so Lamborghinis are 2-seaters, except they're yours, which I don't really need either. I do want, actually, I love my Jeep so much. The only car I have my eyes on right now, and I know it's so crazy what could go on with it, or people love or hate it, is the Cybertruck. I do love that vehicle, and I will most likely get it soon, but I will be holding off until the tri-motor comes out. Maybe if they make a four motor, like motor on each axle, I mean each wheel, would be absolutely amazing. That is what I have my other eyes on for is the Cybertruck. I want that one. So regard, write down right now, this date you're watching this, the date I'm posting is the day I said I'll be in a Cybertruck. But anyways, so why I say that is, so I've accomplished a lot. I think I found a note when we were moving here, because you go through all your old stuff, and it was a note literally saying the goals I want to do for my life, because I got out of high school, I was kind of graduating under suspension, and so I didn't have much going on that summer, and I just felt like, not a failure in life, but not sure like where I'm gonna go. It's like I'm not on top in a sense. I didn't even really get to graduate with my class besides walk down the aisle. So like the last like 3 to 4 months of my graduation, or like senior year, was like spent at home with no online courses, because my school was not really set up for that, and so they just graduated me. So that was the exciting part, and it's because I went to a Christian school, high school, and Allie got pregnant my senior year with Winston, and so that's what happened. But that's another story. Anyways, so then we skip forward. We got our first apartment. It was super fun. I think we showed it off a little bit. If you go back to videos where we did a lot more sitting down, like husband, wife, or with Winston doing fun things, that was our first apartment. Then came to our second apartment when I started doing more of like the scary gaming videos again, like maybe a few months back, in 2019. That was our second apartment. Now we're here at our house. So that means within 4 years from my graduation, I got a house. This all didn't start happening into effect like 2.5 years ago. Because 2.5 years ago, I learned, like I was just out of high school, first year, half a year, I needed a job. So I started working for my family's business, and I started working that up and stuff. And then I got offered a different job that did pay more. And so I had to leave my family's business to do that, to get where I'm trying to get now. And so once I joined that job, I was working for a little bit, and I was like, sweet, we have an apartment, but we're not progressing in life. And my goal, I want our kids to have a yard, and I just wanted like the minor stuff in life, American dream or whatever. So then I was like, okay, I will do that actually. And so then I started studying credit. Like I studied real estate since I got kicked out of high school. Not kicked out, under suspension. I don't know how to strictly say that. Revised of kicking out. But I studied real estate for a very long time, like very long time. So I have a pretty darn good idea of real estate. I don't have a license because in my state it's like 500, and I haven't seen a reason to buy that, go and take the class and the test and all that. But I am very aware and very confident that I'll pass the test the first try. So if you are out there looking for real estate, I suggest, not financial advice to this whole video, let's say that to get that out of the way, disclaimer. I suggest you check out some YouTubers. My favorite source of learning is YouTube. I'm not big on reading. I am very big on like researching online and reading from YouTubers and comparing thousands of information against each other. So from online forums or research centers versus YouTubers. Because like, you can't trust all YouTubers, you can't trust a lot of YouTubers, just even if they got a lot of subscribers, their information usually is for their own benefit, sadly. There's very few out there that you can really trust, because it's like, the big thing about I see YouTube is like, show me you're doing that, and a lot of people can fake it. That's the other thing, they can show you they're doing that, but it's not reality. And I won't discuss any hate things towards YouTubers, but what I do know is there are some good ones out there. I'll let you figure it out. Ones I prefer is like take Grant Cardone with a grain of rice. There is some very like I would I take things here and there from these guys. So don't always take everything as biblical. So Grant Cardone, amazing dude. Love your work. Love what your mission is, connecting the world with your company. Love it all. His commercial game is strong. I love him when you're studying commercial real estate. The other one I would study for more residential real estate or like single to duplex homes is Grant Stephan. I'm sure you probably heard about him. I'm sure there's many great ones out there besides these guys, but like those are the main two. Then I would start just peeking your eyes at, depending on where you live, on Airbnb real estate, and there's various YouTubers covering Airbnb. I'm not gonna say there's a prominent one out there covering Airbnb, but there's a lot of the options out there. So like maybe when you look for real estate Airbnb, like grab the first 15 people. I know it sounds like a lot, but watch the first 15, get a feel of what their knowledge is, the whole terminology, knowledge behind Airbnb real estate or any form of real estate, and compare apples to apples, figure out whose investments plans you like, and then take those habits or mimic that into your life. I'm not saying copy because it works for them doesn't mean it works for you. Some people might live in California, other states where laws are totally different. But I'm just saying, just check into it. Why not? Figure out your investment plans, what you're comfortable with, your risk levels, all that. That's the fun part. So then, back to what I was saying. So then I realized to buy a house, you need something called credit. Once I got into credit game, I discovered some more YouTubers that, I guess this is just me plugging as a small YouTuber with 4 views per video. Bigger YouTubers are getting thousands and millions of views per video. But, oh shoot, I forgot. Backtrack. Wholesaling real estate flipping. Check out, Meet Kevin is his name. He's got a lot of good stuff too, very informative. I like him a lot. You can check him out. Back into credit card game. There's a lot of huge credit card people out there. And there is a lot of people. There's like Shifu dude, something like that. He's not bad, other people's not bad. My personal favorite is a dude, I'm gonna butcher his name, I can't remember. I think his name's like Brendan. He also covers like wholesaling and drop shipping. He used to do a lot. But his credit card stuff, he did cover a lot of, let's say, stimulus checks, and that did very well for him. But his thing about credit cards is some of the best. He's great at explaining. I actually love your work too, man. Very nice. I catch almost all of his videos now. He's a really good one to watch. So what you gotta do is start learning what you need to do to build your credit in your area, who's your bank, stuff like that. So within a year, me and Allie actually went to this company that builds these houses, and we went to our first house, and we were just looking. We knew we could not afford it. That was our first apartment. So this was 3 years ago. We went into our first place while we just got an apartment. Like, hey, let's just check out houses. We've never done this, new builders. Like the state I live in is very much proactive and very competitive on new builds versus old builds. So like a house that's new construction is going to be the same or even more budget or cheaper than old construction. And that's only because like there's so much, I'll just show what state I live in, Oklahoma. There's so much land mass everywhere that like they buy up this land and build homes and it's no biggie. Like all the older homes are like from 20s to 50s and they just need a lot of work. And so like everyone's in this area where I live because of the population, all that, everyone's into new building, and that's where all the money kind of is and growing, versus old building is not, flipping is not as prominent in Oklahoma. There's people that do make plenty of money, but it's like kind of on the game of tear it down, build a new one because of how old they are. Anyways, back to what I was saying is I learned credit card is the game, credit scores, all that fun stuff. So I was like, shoot, this is my mission. I have to build my credit. So first thing I did, we went to the first place, we went there, we talked to the person, where like they tried to sell us the house really hardcore. You don't have any credit? Oh man, just do the piggyback method, or buy a card, or join someone this what's that called? Co-sign with you on the loan and all that. I do not, unless your family's like so adamant about it and you're like cool with that, and whatever, it's your choices. Personally, for me, I don't want anyone's name attached to my debt, because if I can't pay it, I will, but you got to be financially smart where you'll be able to pay all of this, or else it falls on someone else's name, and that's like a whole family conflict, or friends, or however you're going to do it. So I would say just stay out of that sticky mess and do what I did. First year, we couldn't build a house. Second year, we came around, we got the deal on the house. Our credit score was, first year we didn't have a credit score, so we decided to get a car loan and get a secure card and build those two up. So we worked on that for a year, then we came back. Our credit score wasn't prominent yet because we just got a credit card. So our credit score didn't exist. Allie has to fact check me, but I don't think we really had a credit score built yet because we were so fresh. I think it was like 2 months in, so we waited a while before we got the first secure card, but we had the car loan, so we were paying that. So I think we had little to no credit, and so it did not help us because we were going to land that first house, but I did not like the deal. It was hard getting with leasing, the rates were too high, all this, and then luckily, sadly, 2020 happened and the real estate market kind of just came down a little bit and loans were up like crazy, and I was like, shoot, we're in our second apartment, lease is coming up, just perfect timing, we should just jump into this. And so we went, credit score was like above like 700, yeah, above a 700, and I was like, not 750, in between there. And so everyone, that dude was the dude who tried to sell us the first house, was the same one that sold us this house. So I called him up, not embarrassed at all, like, hey, I've been working on my stuff, I'm ready to sign the deal, let's go look at a house. So we went, looked at the house, we figured out which plan, pre-watching the floor plans, figured out which one we liked the best. We went to, me and Allie walked around, our son and daughter at the time were there, and we're like, this is the house, this is it. So then we signed the papers, we got the deal, we got an amazing rate, and that's how it was done. So like literally from nothing, when we moved here, there was a list of my goals in 2017-18 when I got my first job outside of my family. And my goals were literally get Allie a phone, like we want to later move out of Oklahoma, but all of my goals, basically all of them, have been accomplished by now. And that's insane. Within 2 years, my goals were all accomplished, and I didn't even pay attention. One was like buying a car, buying a phone, getting internet was one of them. Like, that's literally so crazy to me because that's like where I started just a few years ago. I couldn't even afford like an internet bill. So now we have a big house, a decent like mortgage plan. I mean, mortgage, life is doing pretty well. I'm sorry that's 2020, so it's kind of the worst year, and you haven't seen my face in some time. Maybe that's good, maybe that's bad. But so what have I been doing since then? Well, about 9 months ago, yeah, a little under 9 months ago, my dad came to me and he started talking with one of my family members, and he was doing stocks, and he's like, he wants to do stocks. He got my whole family hooked up on doing stocks. And so then he encouraged me to try stocks, and he basically gave me, if I'm being transparent, $300 to start trading stocks and see if I can do better than him or better than the rest of my family. So it turned into a friendly competition. I was like, sweet, I'll take 300. I won't lose it. I studied for like 3 months straight until I started trading because the money took so long to get set up, because I made a Robinhood account like freaking 4 years ago, and then it was this havoc trying to get rid of that account. I ended up making a second account on accident, had to delete that, finally got the account I have today. So it was like a huge hassle that took months. So it gave me a lot of time to study though. So I divided my money up. I studied the brokers. I'm not suggesting any brokers to you. figure out who you like, what type of investment plans. If you're doing like long-term swing, day trades, like whatever type of trading you're into, or if it's not stocks, it could be crypto, it could be flipping goods, money, like figure out what you should want to do. Study it all though. I'm saying knowledge is like so much, not like Tai Lopez knowledge, but it is so important actually, it really is. And so what happened was, I was like, okay, I'll start doing that. I traded, I was doing really good. Some reason it's weird. I signed with 3 brokers. So I have an account with Robinhood, Webull, and M1 Finance. M1 Finance is my dividends account. Actually, I have nothing in there. I have the profile set up for all my trade and diversity in that dividends account, but I just haven't funded it yet because I've been focusing more on trading. I need to throw some money back into it, but this is why. I only started with 150. So I was like, I had to make more money so that I can flow it to that, because eventually I'm aware that my dividends account could potentially make me more money than all of those. I understand if you're an options trader or do margins and stuff like that, you can make crazy money, but also that's significant risk. And that's something I'm not ready for or might never do, because unless I am balling up like Jake Paul, that's the only reason where you can. Right now, that's in the media. Going back in time, Jake Paul's made a $50 million check for Conor McGregor to fight. So there's a time capsule right there for you. And so if I got 50 million to throw around, then yeah, I might do some options trading. But my point is, so then I start trading. Webull has sucked for me. It is so amazing for the information and how much it breaks down stuff and how advanced it is. I love it. Robinhood is very simplified, but it's kind of makes you blind on trading, because like if you don't even know what candlesticks are and you're following just the line, that can be so misleading. Like, I'm not kidding. That's literally almost like watching a 3-year-old draw a line and hoping that his finger will go up or something. It's kind of crazy to just watch that line. But if you watch the candlesticks, it's a tiny bit more information. Webull basically breaks down like the resistance and support line, and then like the MCAD and all that fun stuff. And so that's what I do. I kind of like find stock on Robinhood, check with Webull, use them both together as a powerhouse trade. Now here's the weird part. Webull, I have been making almost every trading mistake. I am not losing money. I've lost like $50 at a time, but I've always gone back to the 150 mark. I can trade my way back, but I can never get higher than the 200 mark with Webull. It's so freaking weird. It's like I'm making all the wrong calls on there, but when it comes to Robinhood, I'm making all the right calls. It's crazy. So my Robinhood account at this moment, I'll just be transparent, is sitting around like 4 to 500, 450 mark. And that's crazy. From 150, that's pretty good. I'm like up to 200% gain on that, and that's awesome. And I'm not genius. I've literally been doing it for a little bit. I would have higher returns actually, but what happened was there's a law out there for day trading if you don't have over 25 grand, and I got striked with that one time, and so I was suspended for 3 freaking months. And yeah, it was COVID, so everything was going down except Tesla. Tesla was strong arming the tech bubble for almost all of, can I say that? All of the virus. I don't think I can say that. All of the virus. And I was like, oh, I hate that I'm locked up. So what happened at that time when my money was basically locked up in Robinhood? It discouraged me from trading. What the heck? It discouraged me from trading, so I stopped trading Webull for those 3 months. So literally, I just froze all trading for 3 months. Sorry about this, my hair is flipping out now. And it got me to the point where I was like, okay, forget it. Trading's not for me, I'm walking out, that's it. But I was wrong. Trading is fun, it's very intuitive, you can have fun with it. And you can like, with Robinhood, you can get a debit card and use that money or whatever. So it's like, you can always do safe routes, ETFs, all that. So it's like, why not invest your money? If you look at savings accounts, there's no good rates out there. There's other ways of making money. So that got me interested. How? Because like one of my goals in life, and I'm just being super transparent. I want to tell you all my goals in life, like, and I know I'm very like scatterbrained, everything's around, but it's not actually that messed up in there. It's just in a file cabinet. And one of my big goals in life is I know I will be my family's name first millionaire. I just know that. My stride is to be up there in the trillionaires. I know that's crazy. Why do you need that much money? But the reason why is I have been so fascinated in learning, and I figured out so many things that I know if I can get up there financially, I can impact the world dramatically. And because of that, that's why I push every day so hard studying nonsense. My family thinks I've lost my mind, like just in general thinks I've lost my mind. I have not fully, but I'm getting there. I am on the path. It does not look like I'm on the path. My net worth is only in the hundreds of thousands. So I'm not close at all yet, but anything can happen, and I'm very sure it will. I'm like certain. Now there's some fun things I'm gonna do too. I want to start multiple businesses. I literally have like a spider web, almost like if you've ever seen Sherlock Holmes movies when he has the yarns everywhere. That's like how my mind is right there. And I'm showing off. I know how to build my investment profile, and that's what I've been working on for like months now to get to the point, because I've been very good on investment, get to the point where I can start doing businesses, and so I can quit my day job. And I know you're like, with this time period we're at right now, just starting OnlyFans is a very prominent option for people, and they're making crazy returns. And I'm like, congrats. I am not going to show off my body like that. Not that I'm, what's the term, ashamed, but it's just, that's for my wife, that's for us. I'm not going to be selling feet pics either, even though that makes some good money. Man, you guys are out there, like, TikTok is super creative and I love it, but you guys are just freaks, that's all I'm saying. But I do want to do TikTok actually. I would love to get involved with that a little bit more. I have no idea. I feel so old. I'm born in 1997. And all these people are like talking about old people from the 2000s. I'm like, shit. I'm like, dude, I'm 3 years older than that. So I'm already a geezer. And a boomer, like out here. But no matter what, it doesn't matter. I was a brown when Pokemon first started, so there you go, in your face. Maybe not, maybe it was a little bit earlier, but I still was very prominent around it. Anyways, so I got multiple businesses I'll be starting, and I'll bring you guys along with the whole journey. I'm not trying to drag out this video too long. I also have been studying very, very much, and I would love to get you guys' help and opinions on this, on the crypto market. So with cryptocurrency, crypto trading, soon, that's the plan for this garage for now. This garage is going to become my studio. Also, my business startup for studio for an LLC and tax reasons, but for YouTube also. And so my setup is actually right here in front of you guys. And then I'm gonna start doing a little minor bit of crypto mining here. I'll have a little setup on the back here, and I'm gonna start doing more fun little inventions on the side. Because I want to test my mind, and something I've been learning a lot is AI and coding. I will get very well at this. The only reason why I had to study from not scratch, not a pun, but the reason why is because the elementaries and high schools I grew up with in Oklahoma, with the public school system I grew up in, had floppy disks. I know, floppy disk as my elementary computer class with Oregon Trail as the floppy disk. So I know that's way beyond even my time, but that's what our schools could afford for computer class. And then my high school computer class taught me little tricks of Photoshop, Premiere Pro, and Microsoft like Word. And that's it. That's all they taught us. So like everything I've learned now is self-taught, and I love being self-taught. Like I prefer it more than anything. That's why I didn't attend college, and it's stupid expensive. But my parents, luckily I'm from a family where my parents were probably paid that for me. But I didn't because one, I don't want to add stuff to them, and I'm gonna take the harder route and do it all myself from scratch. So here we are now. Anyways, back onto that. YouTube is number one priority to me. And there's some other things I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try and get more in shape. I'm not in bad shape at all. But my goal is, and this is me being super transparent, I hope you guys share and like this video, or even made it to where we're at, almost like 30 minutes now. Because I'm not going to be posting too much. I want to post a lot more, but sadly it's going to be content like this, me talking with nothing else going on, because I am on a tight, not like budget, but I'm trying to be very financially smart because I just got a house, and money is like always a little bit tighter when you make a decision like that. But because like in say about 6 months, it'll be a totally different situation. I'll be able like to take on a lot more and do a lot more for things. But currently I took on a lot to get this house, and it's been a challenge, but it's been awesome. And I'll teach you, actually, if you want to learn more about finances, I'm not a financial advisor, and I know there's only a few of those actually on YouTube, but I will teach you some stuff if you want to learn it, because it helped me so freaking much to get to this house. And I love to share more with you guys. I'm on my journey as well, so don't think I'm a master or I'm like worth crazy money or like I've made it. I have not. I'm just starting, but I'm offering the advice now, and in the future it will still be free. So if you want to come back later when I'm rolling in money, not literally, I don't care about the value of money, then you can come then. But I love crypto. Crypto's pretty sweet, and I'll invest in materials. I am kind of worried about the value of silver and gold. I'm not as worried about silver though, but that's for another day. I study a lot of freaking crap. I tell you, I write my notes down every day, and that was a blank one. That one's totally good too. I encourage you to do the same. Like I write a date and I spend the time and study and just fill this small page of information daily, every day. And that's been so key to learning for me. And it really has encouraged me a lot in life. And it's like, for some reason I have an urge in me knowing I can do more, and that's why I believe I can be a trillionaire. Not that that's my goal, even though I just kind of said that earlier. It's more because like the things I'll do, that's just the outcome. And that's why I'm talking to you now. I know social media is a huge presence and we need that. And there's some people on YouTube I want to take on, and I'm shouting them out right now, and you guys can tag them, because this is for some entertainment. My channel's gonna be all wild everywhere, so you have to keep tuned in, because once I start going with content, it's never gonna end. I'm gonna annoy you guys until either you watch all my videos or you unsubscribe. Those are your two options, just letting you know in advance. So, the people I wanna shout out. I wanna make a company really soon. I can't tell you the title or the name of the business because then I could have issues trying to get my copyrights and my LLC license for the company. But I can tell you, it's going to be very much an innovation company. That's only one of many. I think in general, I want to build like 14 companies plus like my regular things I'll be doing on the side. So like that's the difference about me versus everyone else you'll find on YouTube. There's might be people like me, I just haven't came across them yet. YouTube's so saturated, but I just studied so much ways to make money, and I picked the ones, like I'm telling you, that fits best for me and best for my lifestyle, so that it's somewhat passive income, all of these, but I know I'm studied very well, and because I have ran small businesses before, when I was like in and out of high school, I have a background running businesses. So my point is, I'm ready for this. Not entirely, yeah, I might be crying in 6 months once my first company fails, but I will be crying many more times. So I'm not worried about that. The first one though is I want to start doing innovations. There's some dudes out there right now super inspirational to me, and I want to challenge them because here's the reason why. Listen to me, and this is where we need to work together on this amazing app YouTube and blow me up. Not because it makes me famous or makes me money or any of that. Because for me, like YouTube actually doesn't make a lot of money. I've never made profit from YouTube, not once. I haven't even made a penny yet, and that's just all my fault. But my goal is, and if you're still in this video, share it to others and tell them to just skip ahead to this point right here. My goal is I want to take on some YouTubers out there that are doing very miraculous things, and I love their work. One, and this is the reason why, I'm not huge, even though I'm from the South America type person, but I love the nation I live in, and I'm not like very prideful is my thing. I love all nations, and like I do respect everyone, not almost, I do. And so my point is, there's someone Canadian out there called Hacksmith Industries. They are trying to become, his main goal is becoming the first Stark Industries. He's very much inspired by Marvel, and I have recently fallen in love with the Marvels and Star Wars franchise. I am slowly turning more and more into the term, if you want to say geek or nerd. It is fascinating and amazing. But I haven't been turned on to anime yet. I'm trying. I'm so busy with all my studying that I don't get a lot of time to watch stuff in general, and I prefer movies over TV shows, so it's super hard for me to get into anime. I do know some series, but if you want to suggest some for me to watch, I will gladly try and make time for it. But my point is, he's a Canadian. No offense to Canadians, I love Canadians, they're awesome people, but he's the only one of the only ones on YouTube and in the world that I've seen trying to make this dream of Stark Industries happen. And then flip the switch, there's only one other dude that's really prominent in that space of making that stuff, and it's one dude by himself in his shop or whatever. He's a Russian guy, and I can't remember his name right now, but you can know. Look up like Russian repulsor, and you'll probably find him. He is super amazing. He even made an arc reactor that is very nice. I admire that guy's work. These two guys are geniuses in their field, but I'm trying to make the American version because competition is good, and I want competition. And them being Canada and we're in America, or I'm in America, I love that. And I love to take on the competition and just friendly competition with each other. We can share information, we can grow. They're way more ahead of me right now. I'm still like studying coding and stuff, but I promise you, from year to year, I will be so advanced, and that's what I'm waiting for. So this is why I need your help. We're going to start taking on that dude. I don't want to make Stark Industries. I just want to make a very prominent innovation field, and I want to push the boundary beyond knowledge. So like, I want to push the bar in our world so much in technology and all this. And it's not to scary or to create Terminator for all of us. It is actually just because, just like the amazing dude Musk right now, at this time period, everyone loves and idolizes him almost. So I don't know what the future will hold for him. But he's right now bigger than every car industry combined. Like, that is an amazing accomplishment, but that was not his goal. His goal was not to wipe out the car market. His goal was to push those companies to make electric cars, because all competition is good. It is. Yeah, you don't want to be a monopoly. It sucks. It really does. Because what will happen is you make everything and you get a little complacent, and then like it doesn't make good customer service. Now I know he's very big on making customer service, so it's not so much applied to him in this company, but I know friendly competition is great because they might innovate something new that you didn't think of, and you guys can work together and bounce off and fight in that sense of making the better product, which is at the end the best return for the customers. So that's what I super believe in, and that's why I want to compete against the dudes up north. is just for friendly competition to push the level for humanity. And I need you guys' help to make that accomplish. That is just one of my dreams. I know I've rambled on for just too long. So I'll cut it short here, say goodbye like I always do, but that is one of many. I think one time I wrote it down, I have like close to 20 business ideas. I know it sounds like a stupid amount and all that, but I'm very big on, I know people hate the term jack of all trades. I don't like the term jack of all trades that much. I like knowing a lot, but I will hire professionals. But my thing is, I need to tackle so much in life, and I want to push the envelope just like Mustard on every industry, a lot of industries out there, and that's what my goal is. And YouTube, TikTok, whatever it is, has to be my start in that, because I need guys like you and your help and to scout out talent for that stuff. The only exception I have though, once I make my business and make my team, let's blow this up so we can get closer there. But I need you to hit up and annoy 3 people out there in the United States to join my team later on. One is Michael Reeves. He is a super entertaining, amazing inventor. We need him on our side. Secondly is, there's some dude, oh man, I can't remember his channel. Just look up. He just made the first like Green Goblin hover aircraft board thing. He is super inventive, and he just moved out to LA, but I want him to my side. And then there's a third one, and he's more of a TikToker than YouTuber. He does both. His name's like Phyllis. You'll have to check him out. He's super into lasers, but I need him for another reason, because what the point of the company is to bring in value, like to deliver value to the customers and protection and all that fun stuff. And with some of my ideals will be very revolutionary, and I need these people on my team. So this is where I'm handing the chalice to you guys to get me somewhere, so I'll be able to accomplish stuff as a team, and I want to recruit as many of you guys as possible. Later, I am checking into some way of trying to do kickbacks towards you guys, either merch, money, value, any of that. So we will be working on that for sure. But right now my channel's going to seem every which way because I got so much to talk to you guys about. I'm very passionate in this right now. I know I need to do it. I do also need your help. Help me out on TikTok through here by suggestions on what to make, because I have no idea. And I'm going to try and push TikTok. My TikTok, I think this is how disconnected I am. I do not check social media at all. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, I delete them both. Because I tried to scrap out my old name and just go under this name, Katua. And so on TikTok, I think it's the same thing, just Katua. So you can look up that, find me. I love you guys. Like always, there's nothing but love. I need you guys, and I want to provide the best entertainment for you guys. Plus, I want you guys to be the main source in everything we got. So like, in the future, we're going to be so different than every company today. All of our meetings, every meeting, we're going to be so open and transparent. Like, I will probably later on, once we go through thinking sessions or meetings or inventions, we'll probably live stream a lot of that junk. Not junk, it's awesome, but a lot of that. Because my goal is to change every field out there. Like, I'm not saying the system's wrong or broken. I'm just saying, why not find a better way? And so that's it. That's what I'm leaving you guys. Please go out there, learn something this week, study whatever you're into, pursue your dreams too, and use TikTok. I love you guys. I'll see you out next time. Bye.